University prices these days are so much, and I didn't really want to pay that or get in debt.
For most of the summer 2020, I was just living by myself, and because we were all in lockdown, I couldn't really go out and see anyone.
And I played a lot of games online with my friends, so I didn't really miss out much on talking to them.
Hello, I'm Callum. I'm originally from Glasgow, and I work at the Rolls-Royce site down here in Derby. I am an apprentice engine fitter, currently in my third year.
So my name's Molly Rose. I'm a project manager apprentice currently in the Trent 1000, but I switch every 6 months.
My name's Josh Marriott. I work at Rolls-Royce. I'm an apprentice and I'm from Ripley.
Well, I've always been into aerospace and engineering. I like aircraft, and Royce's are an aerospace firm and an engineering firm, so it seemed like a good pick. They've got a strong reputation as well, and a lot of history as well. The company's over a century old. Yeah, I was pretty lucky to get the apprenticeship, so I was. A few thousand people applied for it and only a few hundred got taken on, so I was very happy to get it.
Well, first of all, Rolls-Royce is obviously a blue chip company. It had a lot of history behind it, as mentioned before. One of the things that really attracted me, I was looking for any kind of degree apprenticeship because university prices these days are so much, and I didn't really want to pay that or get in debt. So looking around, I saw about 3 or 4, and one that stood out was Rolls-Royce. So when I applied, I was lucky enough to get it and go for it because it offers great opportunities.
Well, first I wanted to work somewhere practical, and I was doing a bit of research, looking around, looking for like car mechanic jobs, but then I came across a Rolls-Royce job and thought that it just looked a bit more interesting because obviously there's more to it. Everything's a lot more expensive, which adds to it, I suppose.
So once I've completed the apprenticeship, I should have a level 3 diploma in aerospace manufacturing, I think. And that will qualify me to be an engine fitter with Royce's. And also, I think it qualifies me to be a fitter, so I can apply for other engineering firms if I wanted to.
So this will enable me to get a degree, so a project manager degree, and also a professional qualification that we have to do that's quite standard for project management, which is APM it's called, and this is universally known, so wherever I go, whether it be in Rolls-Royce, it's quite a standard project manager qualification.
After the end of this year, when I'm done with college, but we'll have a level 3 BTEC in aerospace engineering, something like that. And then at the end of the apprenticeship, we'll have a level 3 and a level 2 NVQ in aerospace engineering.
There was a project I was involved in where we had to organise tooling for one of the bays in a place called C4, which is where they build different modules for the engine. So the engine's broken up into modules, different sections, and it's put together. Our job was to take the tooling for one of these bays and to cut out what we call shadow boards. They're sort of big slabs of plastic, and we cut the shapes of the tools out on the boards. And that means that we can then store the tools on those boards and keep them on the bay and just keep it organised. So that was one project I was involved in, and it was pretty challenging actually, because we had to find out which tools needed to be kept on the bay, and then we needed to order the tools in and sort of draw them out on a virtual drawing on a computer so we could get them cut out on these plastic boards.
One of the favourite projects I did was actually in my first placement, and we were in charge of deploying a new change control within the strategy called Programme Work Management, PWM, and I was in charge of creating a video for it, for promoting it. So I made the storyboard, I then went to image resources, I got people, I interviewed them, and I created this whole video, and it got shared throughout the whole company, and it was a big success with promoting the new change control process we had used.
Earlier last year, I was involved in a project which involved kitting all of the parts for the engine. So how it works is The engines have different kits which come with them, and at the minute they were all just on random boards spread around everywhere, so it wasn't very efficient. So the kitting project was all about bringing all of the parts into one place, so they all come in on one board, so it makes it a lot easier and a lot quicker.